friends. I think that, like many other mentors, I feel quite uncomfortable in this role, partly because I really don't think that I'm the kind of remarkable person that the organizers seem to believe. And I'm very surprised to hear from Tushar Gandhi and Sunil Savara that when I started on my journey, I knew exactly what I wanted to do, and I had a song on my lips and a dream in my heart. That's really not what it felt like at all. There was a lot of blundering around, actually. And if I had not been constantly helped and supported and challenged and criticized by numerous friends and others, I shudder to think what I would be doing today. And secondly, aside from that, I have a bit of a general suspicion of mentors, gurus, netas, VIPs, pundits, saints, experts, and such. And more than role models, I believe in collective learning and action and the power of free association among equal human beings. So since I've been asked to say a few words about something that I care deeply about and that helps to explain my motivation for doing what I do, I'll quickly say a few words about the principle of solidarity, because I care very deeply about the growth of solidarity as a human value in everyday life. I care about the growth of organizations and collectives based on the principle of solidarity, such as workers' organizations and cooperatives. And I care about the growth of social institutions that reflect the principle of solidarity, for example, universal healthcare and universal social security. Now, unfortunately, the dominant discourse has made some of these ideas sound like old-fashioned socialist ideas, but the principle of solidarity is really nothing more than the idea that in a good society, people who should help each other. If you think of it, our lives are full of contingencies over which we have no control. Our aptitudes, our health, our inheritance, our caste or community are not circumstances that we can take credit or blame for. And in fact, even our education reflects inherited privilege and the efforts of our parents and teachers far more than our own efforts. And so if our fate is more a matter of chance and of personal merit, then surely we have a responsibility towards those who are left behind. And so when we do something about poverty, I don't think we are doing anything more than to accept the responsibility that comes with privilege. And that is certainly the way I look at it. If I can take the risk of putting this in a larger perspective very tentatively, I think there are basically three ways of getting things done in society. One is coercion, one is competition, and one is cooperation. For example, if you think of the maintenance of this beautiful ashram, it can be done by government regulations and rules being imposed on people, or it can be done by floating a tender so that some private companies compete for the maintenance of the campus for a profit, or it can be done through voluntary cooperation among people who live here or who care for this place and want it to be a beautiful place as a public service. Coercion is an infringement of liberty. Competition is an infringement of equality, or at least it creates an infringement of equality as those who are able to win the competition forge ahead. And cooperation is the way to reconcile equality and liberty. And if you think of it, most of the things that really matter in life can, at least in principle, be organized on the basis of voluntary cooperation, whether it is family life, sports, entertainment, healthcare, learning, or gatherings of this kind. Even for that matter, I would say economic production, or most of economic production. And so building a good society, I think, involves fundamentally trying to foster and expand the scope for cooperation in social life. And so I very much welcome this initiative, and I feel part of it, but I really hope that it will not just be an effort to pick some individuals who will be able to follow the lead of the mentors and accomplish something great, but also an experience of collective learning and action. And I look forward to it very much in that perspective. Thank you.